Can you imagine what it feels like to open your heart and home to a child nobody else wanted? To take in someone lost, unseen, and carry them forward, not because you expect anything in return, but simply because kindness tells you to? This is the story of James, a black man who did exactly that. And 28 years later, something happened behind his back, something that changed everything. James lived in a quiet neighborhood on the outskirts of the city. The kind of place where everyone knew each other by name, but sometimes the stories behind their smiles were hidden deep beneath the surface. It was a warm summer afternoon when he first saw her, little Clara, sitting alone on the cracked steps of the local shelter, her eyes full of a quiet sorrow that no child should carry. She was small for her age, with tangled hair and clothes too worn to keep out the cold, and most painfully a story of rejection that echoed in the silence around her. Nobody wanted Clara. Foster homes had passed her over. Families visiting the shelter walked past without a glance. But James, a man who had lost his own daughter years before to illness, saw something different. He saw a flicker of hope in that quiet, vulnerable girl. Without hesitation, he stepped forward and told the shelter staff, "I want to give her a home." That first evening, the smell of fresh coffee and cinnamon rolls filled the modest kitchen, as Clara shyly followed James inside. The walls of his small house were lined with memories and photographs of happier times, yet there was a quiet emptiness, a space now filled by this unexpected new presence. Clara's eyes flickered with a mix of fear and curiosity as she looked around, and James knelt down, his voice gentle and warm. "You're safe here," he said. "I promise." Days turned into weeks. Clara's laughter began to echo softly through the halls, blending with the distant hum of summer cicadas. James worked 2 jobs, often coming home exhausted, but always with time to read her a story or tie her shoes. He taught her how to ride a bike in the park, steadying the wobbling handlebars with patience. One day, when Clara fell and scraped her knee, he cleaned the wound with tender hands, whispering, "It's okay to fall as long as you get back up." Simple acts, but to Clara, they meant the world. Yet beneath the surface, Clara wrestled with old fears. Would she ever truly belong? Could someone really love her after everything she'd been through? One rainy evening, after a day heavy with silence, she sat by the window, watching raindrops race down the glass. James joined her, sitting quietly before softly asking, "What's on your mind?" She hesitated, then whispered, "Do you really want me here? What if I'm too broken?" James looked into her eyes, his voice steady. "You're not broken, Clara. You're brave, and every day you make this house a home." Years passed, and Clara grew into a young woman radiant with strength and kindness. The neighborhood came to know them as inseparable, a family forged not by blood, but by love and unwavering commitment. James had given her a chance, and she had taken it to heart. Then, one chilly autumn day when Clara was 28, something unexpected happened. Something James never saw coming. She quietly began volunteering at the very shelter where they first met, organizing food drives and tutoring children who felt as lost as she once did. Behind James's back, she raised funds to renovate the shelter, turning it into a place where kids could feel safe just like she had. The real surprise came when the shelter's doors officially opened after the renovation. James walked in, overwhelmed to see Clara standing by a mural painted with images of hope, one side showing a young girl on cracked steps, the other a strong woman smiling with open arms. Beneath it, a plaque read, "In honor of James, who opened his heart and changed a life." Tears welled in James's eyes. Can you imagine how he felt? To learn that his simple act of kindness had not only changed Clara's life, but had inspired her to light the way for others? It was a moment full of gratitude, pride, and the profound realization that kindness has a ripple effect beyond what we can see. Clara came forward, hugged him tightly, and said, "You gave me hope when I had none. Now I want to give it to others." The shelter, once a place of loneliness, had become a beacon of kindness because one man decided to care when no one else would. This story reminds us all, kindness, no matter how small or quiet, can shatter barriers, heal old wounds, and create legacies that reach far beyond our own lives. It's a powerful testament to what happens when we choose to see the humanity in others. So the next time you have a chance to help someone nobody else wants, remember James and Clara, because your kindness could be the beginning of someone's new story. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share your own kindness moments in the comments below, and subscribe for more inspiring stories that celebrate hope and the human spirit. And stick around. Our next video will reveal a story about a young woman whose act of kindness saved an entire community from despair. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for watching. Keep kindness alive.